We're going to call this meeting to order. And at this time, we're going to do the prayer, but I'm going to turn it over to Terry, please.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm a proud peacock right now to share with you and introduce you to Reese Melvin, who is the lead delegate for the Golden Rule Youth and Young Adult Leadership for Pickens County. And we're so proud. We're getting ready to make a trip to go meet and see our governor, and it should be a wonderful time. We're so thankful for the leadership of Pickens County, and we're here tonight to express that appreciation. And without further ado, I want to introduce you to a varsity cheerleader, an honor roll student, a Fellowship of Christian Athletes officer, amazing young lady, and the lead lady for Golden Rule Youth and Young Adult Leadership, Reese Melvin.
Please stand as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we say our prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have given us to gather together, Lord. I would just pray that we bless and hold over our community leaders, Lord, and we watch over them as they are making big decisions for our community. Amen.
Amen.
So, you may be seated. So, like Ms. Terry said, I am the Golden Rule Youth and Young Adult Leader, and our mission is to demonstrate loving God through country, community, and family through prayer. And so we'd like to say thank you to the Pickens County Commissioners for their leadership, kindness, and honor. And as people of faith, and we follow our golden rule, which is do unto others as they would do to us. So we would like to present you with the 10 Commandments.
Thank you.
Thank you. Put you in the middle. Go on. You come get right.
Great job.
Good.
I'll take the outside lead here.
Thank you all so much.
Paparazzi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Have a blessed meeting. Thank you, Terry.
Oh, because I forget.
All right. Okie dokie. That brings us down to item number 4 under the amendments to the agenda. Ms. Lisa, are there any other amendments to the agenda? No amendments to the agenda. Phil, you have any amendments to the agenda? None there. All right. I need a move and a second to approve the agenda as written.
So moved.
Second.
Have moved and second. Any further discussion? None being all in favor, let know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right, those amendments have been approved. This time we go to item number, item number 6 under employee recognition. I don't believe we have any employee recognition this month, do we?
We don't.
All right. So then that brings us down to item number 7 on the consent agenda. We did an Optimist Day Proclamation. We have read this one time before. It will be on the web for 100 years of Proclamation, Pickens County, Georgia, Office of the County Commission Chair, Optimist Day, February 7th, 2019. Whereas members of the Optimist International celebrate Optimist Day throughout the world the first Thursday of every February to promote their efforts in helping and recognizing the young people that make a difference in their communities. Whereas there's over 2,400 Optimist clubs and more than 70,000 members in Optimist International and Optimist members throughout the world that carry out more than 6,500 service projects that serve 6 million young people a year. Whereas the Optimist Club of Jasper, that was chartered in 1981, has been involved with the young people of our local community throughout the years to bring out their best. Therefore, be it resolved that I, Robert P. Jones, Pickens County Commission Chair, issue this proclamation and declare February 7th, 2019 as Optimist Day in Pickens County, Georgia. May this day, may this day install pride in our local optimists for all of their accomplishments and for the impact they have to truly make a difference in our lives. All right. And then the other one was item B. We have item B was FFA Leadership Day Proclamation. And this is a proclamation to recognize leadership excellence by the Pickens High School FFA chapter, whereas agricultural education programs like Future Farmers of America provide strong foundation for the youth of Pickens County, and whereas the FFA program teaches citizenship, stewardship, leadership to ensure the future generations of Pickens County will have adequate food, fiber, and natural resources systems, and whereas the FFA model of learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, living to serve gives directions and purpose to the students who participate and take an active role in succeeding in agricultural education. And whereas the Pickens High School FFA chapter is under the direction of advisors Jason Cantrell and Cassidy Bias, with the officer team leadership of President Andy Brownell, Vice President Taylor Dobson, Secretary Tyler Westbrooks, Treasurer Emma Long, Reporter Shelby Stevenson, Sentinel Skylar Nold, Chaplain Madeline Elrod, and Assistants Parker Fleming, Penelope Popgood, and Chase White. Now, therefore, be resolved that the Board of Commissioners of Pickens County, Georgia hereby recognizes the Pickens High School FFA chapter and the 2018-2019 officer team and advisors for leadership excellence and commends them on a job well done. Be it further resolved that Thursday, February 7th, 2019 is proclamation Pickens High School FFA Leadership Day, and that the clerk is directed to provide a copy of this proclamation to the chapter and witnesses of this occasion. Has been pleased. All right. Brings us down to item number 8 under old business. Do we have any old business? No old business. All right. Brings us down to item number 9 under new business. Is there any new business? None there either? Okay, that brings us down to item number 10 under financial report. And I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Faye Harvey.
Thank you. The financial report that we have tonight is for the period ending January 31, 2019. And that is the first month of our 2019 fiscal year. So the expenditure budgets should be under 8.3%. On the revenue side, the total revenue for the month is $878,805. That's 3.34% of the budgeted amount. For expenditures, under the general government functions, expenditures are $172,172, and that's 4.81%. In the judicial functions, the expenditures are $160,094, and that's 4.41%. Under public safety, $798,839, and that's 5.67%. And then we go to the public works functions, $291,281, and that's 9.53%. 5,100 is the health and welfare functions. Those expenditures are $8,028, and that's 2.57%. For culture and recreation, $30,547, and that's 3.02% of those budgets. For housing and development, the total expenditures were $31,173, and that's 4.74%. So overall, the general fund expenditures were $1,492,133, and that's 5.67%. For the enterprise funds, the water department expenditures were $103,476, and that's 4.29%. For the airport, $19,067, and that's 4.2% of their budget. A lot of both the revenue and the expenditures that happened in January accrued back to 2018, so that's why the percentages look very low. Any questions?
What about the public works? They're usually under. Was there any reason?
Yes, one of the big expenditures in the 2019 budget is the equipment. He purchased in January, so that's going to skew his percentage for a month or so.
Okay, thank you.
But the first payroll in January accrued back to 2018 because that entire period was in 2018, so it only reflects one payroll. And that's why the expenditures are very low. Any other questions?
Good.
I did want to mention the auditors will be here next week looking at the elected officials. They're going to be doing the elected officials field work. They'll be doing some testing here and in our office, but then they will be here the entire last week of March to do our field work.
Okay.
So we should have a draft of our audit by May.
All right, any further questions from Ms. Harvey? All right, thank you, Ms. Fay. All right, that brings us down to item number 11 under action items. Under A, the approved minutes, we had a board meeting on January 17th of 2019. You've all had a copy of these forwarded to you through email. I did not find any issues or anything that we need to correct. Don't know if y'all seen anything, y'all comfortable with it? All right, need a move and a second to approve.
Second.
Have a move and a second, any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let it know by saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right, then also we had a work session on February 7th, 2019. And the same thing, these minutes were sent to you for your viewing. Didn't find anything, any corrections or anything I saw, and just want to follow up, be sure y'all fine with it. All right, need a move and a second to approve.
Second.
Having a move and a second, any further discussion? None being, all in favor, number saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right. So at this time, we got a rezone, did not have any rezone requests this thing, but we did have a issue. Do we need to do an amendment to the agenda for that particular item?
The planning commission heard testimony at their level with regard to David Child's appeal of the issuance of the land development officer's decision to give a building permit. The planning commission denied his appeal. And so I'm not positive because we've never had that dealt with before, but I think to be on the safe side, I would like for y'all to have a motion and action on whether or not you will also uphold the denial of his appeal.
All right, do I need you're requesting a move in a second?
Yeah, either to uphold or to uphold the decision of the planning commission or to modify the decision of the planning commission.
Was it a unanimous vote by the planning commission?
Yes.
Okay.
And the commission based their decision on 3 issues of movements, and that the basis of the appeal was the fact that the building was within the setbacks by the time the hearing occurred. The building had been removed. So there was movements. There was also a standing issue in the fact that he have the actual ability to appeal it because he did not cooperate. How was he about? And then there was also the minor detail of the building and city of Jasper, which means you can't issue a permit for it.
All right. That being said, I guess the proper way to do this would be get a move in a second to approve the decision of the planning commission.
Second.
Have a move in a second, any further discussion? None being, all in favor, let them be saying aye.
Aye.
None opposed, thank you. All right. Now that brings us down to guests and comments under item 11. Anybody got any questions, guests, or comments? Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all very much for being here. Kind of short, but appreciate it. And y'all have a safe weekend. Stay dry if you can. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you.